This is Podshirt Podcast. I'm your host, the Super Diesel, Daniel Hood, and on this episode, we talk about MrBeast and the music that is involved in his universe. Yes, if you've been living under a rock, MrBeast is one of the most popular entertainers in the world. On YouTube, he has over 470 million subscribers, which is the most of anyone. Just say if MrBeast had his own radio station, these songs would be on the radio of his station. Last summer, as a surprise, MrBeast had a cameo in a Mariah Carey video. This video that he appeared in was for Type Dangerous. It was from the latest album that she released back last summer of 2025. And here's the thing, MrBeast does a lot of views on his videos, but this was a total surprise to the fan base of Mariah Carey and of MrBeast, because this at the moment only has like 4.8 million views. It's something that he's not promoted, nor is Mariah Carey. It's kind of like a surprise. And I listen to a lot of music, so I kind of naturally found out about this. I got no announcement from him. I like Mariah Carey because she's a classic artist from the 90s. And he just showed up. I was like, oh, I know that guy. That's MrBeast. But what is, throughout the video, Mariah Carey is looking for a guy. They're a type of guy, like for various portions of life, if you will. And towards the end of the video, MrBeast shows up. They're on this rooftop. He's trying to woo Mariah Carey. He's wearing like a vest or something. He's looking all macho or whatnot. And then she kind of just says, I don't know this guy. And then he explodes. And so Mariah Carey apparently is above all these people because she says no to all these people. Like, no one's good enough for Mariah Carey. She wants to Type Dangerous. Apparently none of these people are dangerous enough to get with her. So that's the theme of the music video. Nice. And it's a nice little track. So that's why I wanted this to be the first track on the playlist, because I don't think a lot of people from his fan base or even her fan base knows that he's in this video. And it's nice. So I have it included. You can check that out. But let's talk about other songs that I've included in this playlist. A guy whose music has shown up in his videos several times, and they are real life buddies, MrBeast and this guy I speak of. He has a weird name. I think it's funny. He calls himself Young Gravy, and Young is spelled Y-U-N-G, so Young and then Gravy, as in gravy put on your mashed potatoes. Yes, he is a rapper, but he's quite silly, so you can't really take him that serious based on what I heard from this track. But this song I have on here is called Betty Get Money, and this is actually a parody of Rick Ashley's Rickroll song. And when that song, he was like, never gonna give you up, never say goodbye and hurt you. That song, it was from the late 80s. But yeah, the music that he uses samples that, and even the way that they say the lyrics, it samples his lyrics. Like they say, get money. They say it the same way Rick Ashley did in that song of his. It's fun. I can see people having a good time watching this. But if I was compared this Young Gravy rapper to, say, Tupac, Notorious Big, Jay-Z, that'd be the joke of the scene. He'd be laughed out of the room because this guy is, I would consider him a comedy rapper. I don't know if he's trying to be serious. I don't know his deal. It's cute. So yeah, this is called Betty Get Money. So that'll be on this playlist. I enjoyed it, so that makes the list. Now, next on this list, a third song that I will feature on here. This is an artist named Lily Pachu. She is an Asian female artist, young, and she's got a lot of instrumental tracks where she just plays on her piano and other instruments at times and other stuff that she's released. But Lily Pachu, she had a track called You Lie in April, and she released this, I think, roughly 7 to 8 years ago. So she's been around for a while, but her music has appeared in a lot of MrBeast's serious moments. Like, I know he does a lot of philanthropy work, and so from time to time, her music that set a serious tone has appeared in his videos. I don't know if him or her are good friends. Maybe they talked over email, like, hey, I want to use your music. Maybe that's the extent of their relationship. And so I looked up Lily Pachu, and I picked the one that I like. And this is a nice little video. It's her and another Asian artist. It's a male artist. He plays the violin to go along with her piano playing. They're on this rooftop outdoors, so it has a nice little vibe. And it looks like it's warm weather, so as you're about to go on a road trip, you could watch this video and listen to the song. It's actually relaxing. So you want something warm and relaxing, I do recommend this. This is, I think, her best stuff she had out there. Once again, it's Lily Pachu. It's spelled Lily, then Pichu. That's her YouTube channel. That's where you can find her. Now, the fourth track I will include on this list. This is what you call a remix artist named CG5. And what he does, he takes either music that's already exists or he makes originals, but it gives it like a dance, techno, hip hop vibe. Lots of beats. So he's a guy that's, I would say, a mixture of techno and hip hop. I don't think he does his own lyrics. I think he normally does it for other people who sing. But CG5, he did a remix to MrBeast's theme song. MrBeast is a big empire. Like, his company has, I think, over 400 employees, last I checked. It's no longer just him and his little self performing in his bedroom like he did when he started out. He is a global empire. So he can afford stuff like that. And I guess a part of his upgrade is that he had this guy redo a remix to his original theme song. And it's nice. You know, it's, once again, it's mellow, but there's beats to it. And it's something like his fans can like bob their head to, you know, that you just know it's his song. It's the MrBeast song. So it's on the list. You'll hear, if you ever heard the original version, it's out there. But I decided, I think this is better. This is more polished, it has better engineering. So it's on this playlist. This MrBeast theme song. Now let's get to the fifth track I will talk about in this playlist. This is a female artist named Bella Porch. And she had a track called Will You Always Love Me. See, this is someone else who has provided music to some MrBeast videos. And they are friends, from what I've heard. So, and I looked her up. And I like this track. This came out not too long ago, as of this recording, and she's what you call a standard pop sound. I mean, she sounds good. In this video, pretty much, she's in this room, and she's tortured. I guess she's tortured by the love that she lost, and she's upset, and she's trying to, she kind of like holds her hands to her face. She's upset, and she's trying to move on, and apparently this video helps her move on from the lover that she lost in her life. And of course, this is called Will You Always Love Her? So I guess the question is, like, do I stop loving this person now that we're no longer together? So the deep thought, it's nice. It's one of the best stuff that Bella Porch had, so I put on the list. This sounds like something Jimmy Donaldson would listen to. So she's the voice of her time, her era. Gen Z, I believe. I think that's the year that we're in now. We're in Gen Z. Now, another artist that I believe is newer, they've came about in the last 5 years. This is a band or a music producing group, that'd be a better way of putting it. It's called Diplo. This group, Diplo, they have made stuff for MrBeast in his channel, and he knows them very well from my understanding. But this track that I decided to include, this came out recently, but Diplo, and this is called Psych Ward. And this features West Ghost. So but these guys are just known for making music sounds, and they have a fresh new sound. And I liked it. I would say of what I've checked out, this was the best, one of the best. And it came out not long ago. It came out this year as I record this. So please check that out. This video, it does have like I think it's appropriate that it's called Psych Ward. Because it seems like the people that love each other in this video, it's a woman with pink hair and another younger guy. They're crazy for each other. They go out and cause mischief. And the way that it's filmed, it's got like a home video look to it. And they got like markings and tattoos all over themselves. This is a young couple that's wild, and they might just go to the psych ward if they get caught doing the stuff that they do in this video. So check that out. Let's get to the seventh video for this playlist that I've made. This band is 5 Seconds of Summer, and this video that I include is called Everyone's a Star. And just recently, MrBeast did a video in which he had celebrities compete, and whoever won, he gave a big donation to their charity. He had a lot of people in it. Had Dwight Howard, had Steve-O, had Howie Mandel, but he had music acts as well. Members of the band 5 Seconds of Summer was in this video. And to check out their stuff on YouTube, it's actually, you spell it as 5SOS. So if you're looking for their YouTube channel, it's 5SOS. And I like the mellow pop sound of this. I checked this out. It's nice. Young people can listen to this. They don't have any dirty language in this, so I'm happy to hear that. I imagine it's something that the young kids, children, young teens. This is something that they will enjoy, especially this summer, because that's the namesake of the band. They are 5 seconds of summer. I can just see people just cruising to this. It's nice. I like it. Everyone's a star. Now, I guess that could be a metaphor for today with the social media landscape that we're in. Everyone thinks they're a star. And I think that's what the song depicts. Like, you create a platform and people just come to you and they just go crazy for you. Just like they did with Elvis Presley back decades ago. Everyone can be Elvis Presley. So I think that's what this song somewhat depicts. Everyone's a star. Another musical act that appeared in MrBeast's celebrity video of just months back is the Chainsmokers. And I like this band. They've been around for a little bit. They had a few hits back in the late 2010s. But once again, this is mostly a band that makes instrumental musics, and they team up with other artists to make their sound. Now, the Chainsmokers in this video, they team up with a female artist named Oaks, and this song is called Echo. And so she sings throughout this Echo woman. She's got short dark hair if you watch the video, and she's on this adventure. And once again, a modern pop sound, if you will, for the Gen Z audience. It has those loops with key progressions in piano, and there's beats to go along with it. It's very popular. Fast techno-like beats are really popular in today's pop sound. Used to, these beats, I believe, belonged in early techno, but it's moved on to mainstream pop. So that's definitely active in this song by the Chainsmokers and Oaks, and I like it. It's new, so this is one of the newer hit songs of 2026, and I have it on here. I believe this is something MrBeast and probably his crew are rocking out to right now. And I imagine they're friends because they were in this video, so they're good friends. Who's to say they may show up in a future video for MrBeast? So this is something that he enjoys. Now I got 2 more tracks to talk about, and you don't have to take my word for it. Like any video and song that I talk about, I have a link to the playlist below this episode. You can check it out. You hear this podcast, and then you go check out the music video playlist, which I call the Stream Jockey Experience. So you can check out for yourself. I just give my thoughts, but you be the judge. I'm just sharing my thoughts. And not only the judge, but you can enjoy yourself. You're looking for a good music playlist that has life to it. This is what the Stream Jockey Experience is all about. I am the world's first stream jockey. And with many people will do this in the future. Because I believe this is the format of the future. So I wanted to give that out. So before I get to the next few tracks I have on this playlist, I want to share how you can enjoy the stuff I talk about. Number 9 on my track playlist, the 9th track, is Hans Zimmer. He is known for making original music for lots of film, TV. He's been in the game for over 4 decades. He is a true music making legend. And I think his stuff is just great. And with Hans Zimmer, he has made original audio sounds and instrumental tracks for Beast games in the last 2 years. And apparently Hans Zimmer and MrBeast, they have became friends. They've met. They probably hooked up at New York, Los Angeles, some big city. They became buddies. And I looked up the stuff of Hans Zimmer, music video-wise, and I found something that looked truly awesome. It was nice to listen to, and it was even fun to watch. But Hans Zimmer had a concert performance of Dark Phoenix Suit. It's live, so I have that included in the playlist. So not only can you hear the good music that Hans makes, you can watch it as well, because a lot of what he releases is just audio only. This is a handful of live concert experiences that he has uploaded himself. So it's nice. This is what he made for Dark Phoenix Suit. You can watch that. And now coming in, this is no in particular order. Once again, this is not a countdown. This is just 10 artists that are connected with MrBeast. And let's put it this way. In the 1960s, the Beatles were the voice of their generation. The 1970s was Elvis Presley. 1980s was Michael Jackson. And of course, he recently had his biopic come out. I might check that out in the future. I haven't seen it yet. It's something that's on my to-do list. They made a lot of money, so it's one of the biggest movies in the world right now, his biopic. And I would say in the year 2000, the first 10 years of the 2000 decade, I think one of the biggest voices was Eminem, because I really dig this stuff. That's when hip-hop got big. People were listening to more mature material, as he's got a very mature mouth and lyrics Eminem, but he was one of the biggest acts of his era. I would say in 2020, the year that we're in now, the year 2026, the voice of an era is Taylor Swift. She's the biggest star in the world. I mean, I like her. I'm definitely not a Swiftie. I'm not one that listens to everything she does 24/7. She has good hits that appears on the radio, and I think she is a legit good artist. She's good at what she does. And MrBeast agrees, as they have struggled with friendship over the years. And MrBeast, he does desire to have Taylor Swift appear in one of his YouTube channel videos. She hasn't yet. That'd be, MrBeast, he could probably make it happen. Now that he's got the popularity that he has, he's had every celebrity under the sun do his stuff. But there's some he hasn't. Taylor Swift is someone that hasn't done his work yet. And, maybe MrBeast shows up in a Taylor Swift video, just like he did for Mariah Carey last summer. Maybe there's a dream pairing there for the Gen Z generation. It'd be huge. And Taylor Swift, she has one of the biggest songs on the radio right now called Opalite. And I would say this was the best song from her last album, Life of a Showgirl. As I had a chance to listen to all the tracks from that album, I would say overall, it ain't her, I won't say it's her best, but this song is a highlight. And it's a cute little video, guys. Apparently she's dressed up as a nerd of sorts, and there's another guy who's kind of nerdy, and they're obsessed with a pet rock. There's a pet rock and there's a cactus, and they are obsessed, and then these two guys meet. Apparently Taylor Swift and this guy, they meet up at some point, as she's got her pet rock and this guy's got his cactus, and then the rock and the cactus, they hook up. So there's like a double hookup. And also the way that this video looks has like what you call a classic look to it. That same retro looks has been really popular in music video nowadays. People want to recreate the 70s, the 80s, give it a classic look. That's been really popular nowadays. This has that. It looks like it was shot on a home video, and it looked like this was like a local talent show, because they have like a dance off towards the end of the video, and they're very amateurish in a way. I mean, the dancing's okay, but I think that was the point. They didn't want to be great. They're just two dorks out there dancing. And that's the theme of that video. And Opalite, I believe, it just sounds good to me. I don't think this song has a super deep meaning, which past Taylor Swift songs had a deep meaning to it. This was just, Opalite is a color, and colors have moods. So I think Opalite's supposed to just be the mood that people would feel if they listen to this. I take their word, because I actually didn't know Opalite was a color until this song came out. So I learned something. Yes, good old Super Diesel Daniel Hood learned something in his almost 4 decades on Earth. So I'll point that out. Nice stuff. So that is the last track I have on this playlist. I want to give advice that I would give to anyone, but this advice is particularly for MrBeast, Jimmy Donaldson. There is a classic saying, what goes up must come down. And that's like a science term that's used for things like airplanes or things that can go up, but then if they run out of power, they go down. But that term can be used for people and the success that they have. Celebrities, people play sports. If you are up, at some point you're going to go down, because you won't always stay up. You have your era. And I mentioned Elvis Presley earlier in the music acts I mentioned. Yes, those guys were super popular. They had their day where they were everywhere. They were on TV, radio. Kids loved being around them. They idolized them. And you know what, young people, they idolize Jimmy Donaldson, aka MrBeast, and the people on his channel. He has got a big crew that's with him. They are the top of the entertainment world. They are up. Jimmy Donaldson is up in the world. So when does he go down? As I mentioned, when does this era end? The idea is that when the era does end, it doesn't end in something bad happening. When your era ends peacefully, like maybe a passing of the torch, maybe the person got old, or they just retired, they had their time, they let it go, and then someone else takes the torch and they become the big star. If MrBeast ever retires in peace, he just does his thing, what he's doing now, and then he decides he's done enough. If he can do that peacefully without controversy, people will always be fond of his work. They will look back and say, oh yeah, that Jimmy, he was something else. I can think of a lot of people who went to the dark side when they got famous. they just forgot. They just thought that they were above the law. I won't mention any names because I don't want to give people a platform they really don't deserve. Because I believe MrBeast is trying to be positive. I think he himself is positive. He has hired people that have done not too good things in the past. I think a lot of it is he doesn't do background checks. I think he had a lot of immaturity as he started his business because he was like 22 when he blew up. And he's in this month of May, as I release this, he's turning 28. This is his birthday month. He's still young. He's still figuring this out. A lot of 20-year-old people are still figuring out their life. And I think from a business standpoint, he hasn't always made the best choice. And that some people have done controversial things under his watch. Now, of course, there's another controversy right now. His company's being sued. A lady said that she was not treated well, and she was fired 2 weeks after she got pregnant. She had her baby. She came back. She was forced to continue to work, even though she said she needed time off, and then she was fired. So there's a big lawsuit over that. Now, I'm not the judge. I'm not saying that she's guilty or not guilty, and I'm not saying that MrBeast is guilty or not guilty. I'm not the judge. I'm not here for that. I just know that stuff that gets out there. People within the company, which that's what it was. That's what did this to her. It was other people that wasn't Jimmy. Perhaps they abused their power. They said things maybe that wasn't true. They ganged up on her. Cliques gang up. If they don't like someone, they'll lie. And that happens in a lot of businesses, unfortunately. People just gang up on who they don't like. And perhaps at times that's happened within the MrBeast company. And I'm not blaming that on Jimmy Donaldson as long as it's not him that's doing it, because he's a pretty busy guy, I imagine. And so I don't think it's not him that personally did this. It's just the people that he hires. So we'll see how this plays out in time. But my advice for Jimmy, take it or leave it, is that he doesn't go to the dark side. And what do I mean by going to the dark side? I mean using your power to do evil things. And the things I'm thinking of by people that were at the top of their profession and then they just turned evil because they just thought they could get away with anything. I'm talking about people that have murdered, people that have raped, people that have harassed, they've lied in a bad way. They've even theft. Some people even after they made all their money, they did schemes to steal money from poor people, and because they blew all their money. I'm talking about drug dealers. They were on top of the world and they decided to deal drugs. And anything you think of that's just hideous and terrible. And I think the worst of it is when people commit acts of evil. When they do it on purpose, it's evil. I don't think Jimmy is evil. I don't think he's never done anything wrong on purpose. He's a young guy figuring this out. But it doesn't mean it could happen because, he watches the news like everyone else. As long as he doesn't use the power and influence that he has over the world right now, as long as he doesn't use that to commit a very bad crime, he'll be okay. But the people I think of who I won't mention, they were beloved, and now they're a disgrace. And I'd hate for Jimmy to become a disgrace because if he did something so awful, you'd have to cut ties with him. I hate for 20 years from now we said that guy was a disgrace because he did something awful. I just want Jimmy to avoid that. And even if that's geared towards him, anyone that's listening to this, that's good advice. When you make that, when you turn to the dark side, it could be too late because some things you do are just unregrettable and it's not a path to go on. So that is my thought for this episode. As long as Jimmy, anyone that's listening to this, just know what evil is and avoid evil and do not commit evil and you'll be good. Hopefully people that are fans of MrBeast or if you're a fan of any other YouTube channel, this is something that I'm doing that I'm calling the Stream Jockey Experience. You discover this, you can do your own because I do this. Anyone can do this. You just make a playlist and you bring life to it. I hope what you've learned is that good music is not dead.